For the okay. So what we do with Hyperion is Hyperion Essbase is we'll talk about Essbase, then we'll talk about planning. Then I'll teach you HFR, Hyperion Financial Reporting. Okay, let us talk about Hyperion Essbase. So Hyperion Essbase, what you do here, right? This is database plus a reporting tool. So database plus a reporting tool. So what you do here, Hyperion Essbase holds the data. Whenever user wants to see a data, he needs to connect to this application and he needs to retrieve the data and he will perform his analysis. That's how it works. So there is no dependency on any other tool actually. Any other reporting tool, normally what it happens, right? It will connect to Oracle or SQL Server or an IBM DB2. From there it will fetch the data and it will show the data to the end user. But here it is not like that. The data will be stored inside your application, and from there data will be fetched from your application. Then they perform their analysis and they do their job. So here, before Essbase, you can ask me a question actually. Before Hyperion Essbase, how users can do this kind of job? See, the Essbase is, Hyperion is popular for last 10 years or 15 years. Before Essbase, what they do normally whenever they wanted to perform this analysis, see what kind of analysis they perform. We are talking about analysis, what kind of analysis they perform. For example, you take that, I'm selling a product called laptop. I'm selling a product called laptop. So I wanted to see my sales report. I wanted to see my sales report. For example, take that, I'm selling a Sony product. Look at this line, guys. Look at this line. I'm selling a product called a Sony. So I'm selling this product, in India. So I wanted to see my January sales report. So January month sales report. So in January, here, look at it, January year 2016, my product is Sony. In India, I sold 5,000 units. 5,000 units. In a month of January, I sold 5,000 units. Then in February, I sold 6,000 units. So this kind of reports, see, for example, the sales team or, someone, your CEO wants your reports. You want to see your reports. See, they wanted to see their sales report in month wise or quarter wise or year wise. They can figure out. So in January month, how many units we sold? That means how many units in the sense, how many laptops we sold in January month. Likewise, in February, how many Sony laptops I sold in February. So this kind of reports, normally sales reports. I'm giving an example wise, sales wise. For example, you look at in India, US, wherever you are, I can see, So every company they publish their profit and loss quarter wise. Their profit and loss quarter wise. So how they'll get? They need to, the loss is that is nothing but profit or loss is nothing but your data. It's maybe profit $100 million or in loss is another $100 million. That is data. How they'll get data? The data will be stored somewhere. From there they'll get data and they'll calculate their expenses and their sales. Based on that they'll publish either profit or loss. So this kind of reports, we'll generate using Essbase. So, my question here is, before Essbase, okay, now, you have a tool called Essbase. So why they developed Essbase, what, before Essbase, how they used to do their analysis, how they used to do their sales report or their profit loss report, no, any report, guys, any report, how they perform before Essbase. That's what I'm going to talk about it. So before Essbase, what they do, right? Before Essbase, what they do here, before Essbase, what they do here is, okay. Hey, Lokesh, can you hear my voice now? Still my voice is a issue? Guys, is my voice is okay? Hello? Hello?
It's good, sir.
Okay, thanks guys. Lokesh, Srikant, is that okay? Is my voice is clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you very much. Yep. Yeah, Lokesh, check your system. Lokesh, is this clear? Can you speak up please? Hello? Lokesh? Okay. So before, so are you able to see my screen, right? There is no issue, right? Please ping me here. If any issue, please ping me here in chat box. We have a chat box. Please, you ping me here, if any issue. So if you problem with my sharing my screen, or, even if it something wrong with my voice, please, you ping me here. I can check my chat box. So before Essbase, I'm talking about why they developed Essbase actually. What is the reasons, behind to go for this tool? Okay, that's the reason I'm talking about before Essbase, what they used to do. So before Essbase, what they do, right? They will enter data in Excel sheet. They will enter data in Excel sheet, and from there they will use to perform their analysis. Whenever they're entering data in Excel sheet, they used to get a lot of issues. They used to get a lot of issues. Look at that, what are the issues they had, they had when they're entering a data in Excel sheet and they're performing their analysis like sales analysis or profit loss, or, there are a lot of stuff actually. Okay. So here, whenever they used to enter data, data integrity suffers because of user errors. See here, whenever you are entering data, for example, I'm entering in Excel sheet. I'm entering in Excel sheet. I'm entering around 2 lakhs records. I'm entering around, you take that, if okay, if I enter 100 records or 200 records, that's fine. But if I enter 1 lakh records or 2 lakhs records or 3 lakhs records, there is typo errors. Obviously, we can make one record instead of $1 million. If I enter $2 million, or if I enter $3 million or $4 million, there is a chance. See, this Excel sheet, every row is one record. So like that, you have to enter around 50,000 records. Entering a 50,000 records in Excel sheet obviously takes time. That is the first thing. The second thing is somewhere, you make, a typo error. That is the one thing. Next, validating spreadsheet reports waste of time, and we need lot of resources. Obviously, see, for example, I'm entering data. I'm entering data in Excel sheet. I'm entering data in Excel sheet. Somebody has to somebody has to verify. Somebody has to verify. Somebody has to verify this Excel sheet. Make sure that the data whatever I enter, the data whatever I enter, it's a proper data, or that is the data they want. So that means what? No, for one work we need two resources. For one work we need to have two resources. One resource will enter data. The other resource needs to validate this data. The other resource needs to validate this data. So obviously, we need lot of time as well as lot of resources. So we need lot of time as well as lot of resources. So this is what they're facing. They're facing lot of errors. They're facing lot of errors. They're facing lot of errors, obviously user errors, and they want more resources. Yes, they want more resources, right? And that it's a waste of time to validate. So they want a tool. They want a tool. They want a tool where they want a tool where they don't want any user errors. They don't want any user errors, and they don't want many resources, and they don't want waste time. So that the tool whatever they were looking for, it has to cover all these bases, all these bases. They have this kind of issue so many years. They are thinking, okay, somebody can someone develop this kind of tool where users, they don't want to enter data. That is the first thing. And they don't want to validate the data. That means, when you're using another resource to validate the data, the system has to perform. And they wanted to save time as well. They wanted to save time as well. This is the background to develop this tool. So they have come up this tool called Essbase. They have come up this tool called Essbase. See, whenever, in Excel sheet, obviously guys, instead of $2 million, if I enter $4 million, obviously, that data, that's when I perform sum, instead of $100 million, the sum will come $102 million. We are not sure how come it is $102 million, and where, how, again, you need to validate each and every row. Each and every row, obviously it takes more time. Obviously it takes more time. So they wanted to avoid all these things. They wanted to avoid all these things. So So that's so no, that is the reason behind this tool. Not to develop this tool. That is the reason. So initially they not only one company guys, each and every company, most of the companies, whenever they wanted to perform analysis, obviously they go back to Excel sheet and they perform all this analysis. So somebody will enter data and the other one will verify this data. Then again so it is a lengthy process. They wanted to simplify this process. They wanted to simplify this process. So that's how they developed this tool. The Essbase stands for the Essbase. See this is Essbase, ESSBASE. This is name of this tool. So Essbase stands for Extended Spreadsheet. Extended Spreadsheet Base. So Extended Spreadsheet Base. ESSS. This stands for Extended Spreadsheet Base. So what the tool what they wanted tool, right? They wanted to customize. They wanted to customize their Excel sheet. They wanted to add some of the features like some of the features like the data, whatever data the Excel sheet gets, it must be a proper data and there is no errors. That is the one. And there is no resource to verify this data. The system has to verify the data and it has to get the data in Excel sheet, and they don't want to see any user errors. They don't want to see any user errors. So they wanted to customize. They wanted to customize their Excel sheet. They wanted to customize their Excel sheet. That's how this tool developed. So what they have done in Essbase, they have customized their Excel sheet. They have customized their Excel sheet. It will avoid all these errors, whatever the errors we have discussed, like user errors. That is the first one. The second one is they don't want waste time. So wasting time is nothing but they have to validate that Excel sheet n number of times. So they don't want to do that, obviously. So, and they don't want many resources. Instead of 10 resources, when you use Essbase, we can using 2 resources, we can perform whatever they are looking at. So it will save their time as well as money, cost to the company. Obviously, instead of 10 users, even two, instead of 10 users, 2 users are performing that job. So they are going to save 8 users salary. Obviously, that is a good thing. That's what they're looking at. So that's how they developed this tool, Essbase. So Essbase is called, the abbreviation for Essbase is extended spreadsheet base. Okay, and Essbase is a database plus Essbase is a database plus a reporting tool. So that is the reason they developed this Essbase. So I'll come back here. Yes. I'm talking about Essbase is a multi-dimensional database. I'm talking about Essbase is a multi-dimensional database. You know there is a lot of databases that are available in the market. There is a lot of databases that available in the markets, like SQL Server, that is SQL is on database, Oracle is on database, IBM DB2 is one database. Normally, what is database, guys? What is a database? Is anyone? What is database? You can speak up, please. What is database?
It is for storing data,
Yes.
files, documents.
Yes, yes. A database is nothing but, yeah, Srikanth, please go ahead.
Okay. It's a collection of records.
Collection of records, yeah. So even, collection of records is nothing but data. Perfect, guys. So what database is normally what it does, right, guys? Data, it will hold our data. It will hold our data. It may be numeric data. It may be text data like names, all that stuff. So we need some space to store our data. We need some space, to store our data. Normal databases, what it does, right? We have to create a table. We have to create a table. Then we load the data in those tables. So the tables, what it does, it will hold our data. So whenever we wanted to perform our analysis, what we do, right, we'll go to the table and we'll fetch the data from the table, and we will view the data, and we will make our analysis. That's what this is normal databases does. See, even SQL or Oracle, all are these are two-dimensional databases. Two-dimensional databases. You can generate reports based on XY. See, we'll go back here. So whenever they wanted to generate, reports, normally what they do, right? So when normally two-dimensional, whenever you wanted to generate a report, you can generate XY axis. This is what you can do. So you can generate a report like January to FY15 or January to FY16 and January to FY17. You can take only two members at a time. If you want take more than two members, you have to write a lot of script, all that stuff. So this is even molecular anything. It is a two-dimensional. So when you talk about it, this tool is a multi-dimensional tool. It is a multi-dimensional tool. It's a multi-dimensional tool. Hyperion Essbase is a multi-dimensional tool. Exactly what do you mean by multi-dimension? Exactly what do you mean? What do you mean by multi-dimension? So when we talk about multi-dimension, have you guys? Do you know what is multitasking, guys? What is multitasking? Forget about multi-dimension. I'll come back to multi-dimension. Later. What is multitasking? What is multitasking?
Doing multiple tasks.
Yes, doing
More than one task.
multiple tasks at the same
Yes.
time. Actually, doing multiple tasks at the same time. For example,
Same time.
yeah, right. Doing multiple tasks at the same time. So, for example, you take that I'm driving my car. I'm driving my car. No, while driving my car, I need to take care of the road. That is the first thing. I make sure that my car is on the road. And second thing, I need to look at the traffic. Based on the traffic, I have to change my gates. I have to change my gates. And if I get a call, I have to attend my call. That means what? At the same time, I'm driving my car. I'm taking care of the road. I'm taking care of the traffic. Plus, I'm attending my mobile. So at the same time, I'm performing all these tasks. So this is nothing but multitasking. Even in our class, look at this. I'm explaining one side. I'm taking care of my slides. That is the second side. And whenever I need, I'm drawing the paint. So obviously I'm performing multiple tasks at the same time. So, this is nothing but multitasking. The same way, what is multi-dimension? So multi-dimension is nothing but, see, look at this. In my company, I have four departments. In my company, I have four departments. I'm talking about what is multidimension, guys. I'm talking about what is multidimension. So, I'm coming back here. So in my company, I have four departments. I have account department. I have product department. I have region department, and I have a financial analysis department. So when you talk about account department will record all the transactions in my company. Account department, what it does, right? It will record all the transactions in my company. See, I'm manufacturing a product. See, I'm selling a laptop. I'm selling a laptops. So obviously what I'm doing, I'm manufacturing my laptops and I'm selling those. As a product department, what they want, right? See, what they want, they will capture how many products they are manufacturing per month or per week or per quarter. So they want only how many units. Units is nothing but your laptops. How many units you are manufacturing per month. Then when you talk about region department, what they want, right? They will see sales. They're selling these laptops in India and in US. They're selling these laptops in India and US. So in region side, they wanted the sales report region wise. So how many laptops I sold in India? How many laptops I sold in US? They are not worried about your transactions and they are not worried about how many units you are manufacturing per month. So their region department, right? They are worried about their sales. How many units they sold in US? How many units they sold in India? Then financial analyst, the financial department, what they do, right? See, their job is they wanted to track profit and loss. See, this month, current month, so what is my profit and what is my loss? So what our application, one application does all these jobs. See, based on their requirement, it provides. Based on their requirement, it provides the information. Only one application. One application does this multiple tasks. For example, see, whenever this account department, when you talk about your account department, see, they want only transactions. So what our application does, right? What our application, Hyperion Essbase application does, right? Based on that requirement, based on their requirement, it provides only transaction data to the account department, because this account departments, what they want only transaction data. They want only transaction data. They want only transaction data. They wanted only transaction data. So it provides only the transactional data to the account department. That is their requirement. On product side, see, they wanted how many units they have manufactured, how many units they have manufactured per month. So this Essbase application, what does, based on their requirement, so the product it provides how many units they have manufactured per month, and it provides sales report to the region department. See, region department not worried about your transactions, and they are not worried about your products. What they want sales report. So one application, this application does that sales report. It will provide the sales data to the region manager. Then and the financial department, what they want, right? They want profit and sales, profit and loss. So obviously this application, it provides the profit and loss data to the financial department. So based on based on at the same time it performs all this, all these four departments, guys, all these four departments, they can connect to the application at the same time, and they can retrieve whatever data they want based on their requirement. So this is nothing but multi-dimension. So this is nothing but multi-dimension analysis. Multi-dimension analysis is nothing but based on your requirement, you are getting the data and you are performing your analysis. The example is here is, see, accounting department, their analysis only on transactions. See, they wanted the end of the month, what they want. So they want how many transactions that has happened in that current month. See, for example, this is May. So this is May. Today is May 31st. Obviously, this is the last date. So they wanted to see the account department. What they wanted to see, how many transactions they have performed this month. They want that requirement. And these guys' products exactly the same day. What they wanted to see how many units they have manufactured this month. And this sales guys, what they want, region side, they wanted to see how many units they sold in India as well as in US. The same way, the financial analyst, what they wanted to see, right? See, what is the profit and loss of this month? The same day it performs, they can get all the data, whatever data they want based on their requirement, from this application. This is nothing but multi-dimension analysis. So this Hyperion tool, it provides Hyperion tool, it provides this thing. So this is the other tools, it hardly takes 1 or 2 minutes, guys. They can retrieve the data in Excel sheet, they can see that. It hardly takes 1 or 2 minutes. It will not take so many hours. See, for example, they wanted region data, they wanted region sales, it hardly takes 1 or 2 minutes. They have to connect you no need to write any code as well. See, don't get confused here. You no need to write any coding as well, not like SQL queries. No. We don't have any table concept in Hyperion Essbase. There is no tables concept, guys. There is no table concept. There is no need to write your queries like select blah blah. No, they are not part of your tool. So you have to connect to your Excel sheet. You have to open an Excel sheet. You can retrieve the data. Hardly it takes 1 or 2 minutes. It is so fast as well, and you'll get accurate data. That is the reason they developed this tool. You'll get accurate data. There is no errors. So it will get accurate data. So this is nothing but your multi-dimension. So I'll come back here. So what kind of analysis these guys performs? So look at your first line, guys. Look at your first line. Ganesh, look at your screen. Are you able to see that screen? Am I right? Right. That's what I'm looking at. Look at the screen. Maybe you missed that class. Okay, I'll teach you later. This half an hour. This I'm giving you introduction. What is Essbase? I'm not talking about the tool. So we are talking about what is Essbase, how they developed Essbase, and what are the pros and cons of Essbase. That is what we are discussing right now. So we'll come back, So tomorrow I'll show you the tool. Today I'll give you introduction about Essbase. That's all. So your class is 7:30. Make sure that you will be there at 7:30. Okay. So maybe 1 or 2 days I'll start bit late. 7:30 means it's 7:40. Once this is flow class 7:30 means I'll start at 7:30. You should be here at 7:25. Okay. So I will not wait more than 5 minutes. Okay, Ganesh. So okay. So here, what is multi-dimension analysis? Corporate information. Look at this. I'm reading the first line, guys. The corporate information analysis enables executive managers to make informed and timely decisions. So the first line, corporate information analysis enables executive managers to make informed and timely decisions. What do you mean by informed and timely decisions? What do you mean by informed and timely decisions? So see, for example, again I'll come back here, my running notes. This is your running notes, guys. I'll forward to you later, not now. See, look at this. What I'm talking about right here. See, I'm selling laptops. Look at this. So look at this first 3 months of my sales report. Look at this first 3 months of my sales report. In January, I sold 5,000 laptops. That's great. In February, I sold 6,000 laptops. That's great. In March, I sold 4,000. Whenever I see this report, what you figure out? Someone can you tell me something? When you see that report, what is your thought process? What is your thought process, guys? Yes.
There is profit and loss.
Okay, exactly.
In
What you
January,
feel,
the
Sirisha?
sales are
What you feel when you look at that is your sales report I have given to you, Sirisha. What is your thought process? Okay, in January,
okay. In February, there are more sales
good.
compared to January.
That's good.
In March, the sales were less.
Yes. So when you
So,
see the sales report, when you see the sales report from January to February, yes, you have increased your sales, you have increased that sales. That's what we are looking at. In every company, every month, they wanted to increase their sales. But when you look at the March, guys, it became 4,000. See, from January to February, it has been increased. Increased by 1,000. That's great. But when you look at the March, it has decreased by 2,000 units. So this is not acceptable, guys. This is not acceptable. So when you forward this report to your manager, obviously your sales team or your CEO of the company, they want every quarter, they want every month results. Obviously, when you're selling any company, guys, when you're any company, when you're selling a product, they want sales report. Obviously, based on their sales, the company fate will be decided. You are selling, you are not selling more products. Obviously, your company will be in loss, and you are selling more products, you'll get profit. That's how it works. So when you look at this report, see, our Essbase tool generated this report, and it has given to your team. So who will take the decisions when they see this report? Obviously, from January month, 5,000 units. So January year 2016, you sold 5,000 units. That's good. When it comes to the February 2016, you sold 6,000 units. Yeah, this is also good. When it goes to the March, the sales has been decreased. So when they see this, the sales team will be worried about this. Why our sales has been decreased? What is the reason? See, in February the sales has been increased, but when it comes to the March, it has decreased by 2,000. This is not acceptable. So this is what this kind of reports will inform to the our team. They will come back to us. Obviously, the sales team, based on their requirement, they'll come back to us. And now I'm talking about sales team. We'll show this report to the team, and based on this, they'll take a decision. Okay. Now our sales are going down. Our sales has been decreased. Why? So obviously they have to come up. Maybe see, for example, I'm talking about sales and a laptop. I'm talking about laptop. So that means what? Our sales are down means what? Our competitor sales has been increased. So like this, for example, you take these guys are iPhone and Samsung, and these are the world's top two companies mobile right now. These two are dominating. So for example, before iPhone 6, guys, until iPhone 5s, iPhone 5s, this Samsung used to dominate. 3 years back, the best selling phone in the world is iPhone. But once Samsung has been increased, Samsung come up with new models, and the models has been look and feel is good. and look and feel is good, then sales, even the price of the phone, the price of the phone is bit less than your iPhone, and the features, they have more features. Obviously it has captured market from iPhone. Then iPhone was no iPhone, they thought, okay, and our sales are based on their sales report, they thought, okay, our sales are going down, so we need to come up, the phone must be better than the Samsung series, and it has to have more features, and look and feel will be better than that Samsung. So that's how they have come up iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s. Once they come up iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s, again iPhone became a world number one phone, best selling phone in the world. So before it has crossed Samsung sales. So now the Samsung is coming up, J series, a lot of series they have come up to compete with iPhone, and they wanted to capture their market again. So this is how it works. Obviously, these two companies, why I'm talking about is, right. See, these are right now, these two are the best selling phones, and they wanted they wanted to capture, they wanted to increase their sales. See, the iPhone, if iPhone, again, see, let me tell you, if iPhone releasing again 6 series, they want to come up 7 or 8, whatever it is. If they don't come up new series, obviously Samsung will come up new series, and they'll provide better features compared to iPhone 6 and 6s, whatever it is. So obviously it will capture market, and iPhone, they don't want sit ideal. They wanted to come up, new series like 7 to capture the market, and to wanted to hold that market. They don't want, they don't want decrease their sales, obviously. See, when they increase, when they come up iPhone 6s and 6 in a quarter, in 1 quarter. See, quarter is nothing but 3 months case. In 1 quarter, they got almost $2.5 billion. This is the first company to get that much profit in the world. This is the first company in the world to get in a quarter $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. How they capture that market? Obviously, smartphones, there is a lot of craze, and everybody wants to buy a smartphone. Everybody wants to have a smartphone. So, and they have come up better features compared to Samsung. Obviously, these two are competing. Others, they are not at all. They are not giving any competition for these two companies. So they have come up new features, iPhone, the sleek model, and big screen, 6s big screen, 6 normal screen. There are a lot of features they added. So obviously, everybody smartphone users felt, okay, this is a good phone compared to Samsung, and everybody started buying the Samsung iPhone 6 and 6s. So obviously the sales has been increased. The sales has been increased, and they became again world number one phone. So the same way, so how they figure out the sales? The sales has been increased, the sales has been decreased based on our reports. Based on our reports. Obviously, you can generate a report month wise. You can generate reports even week wise. Every week you can figure out your sales. You can find your sales this week, how it went, week 1, how it went. In a month, you'll have 4 or 5 weeks, guys. In a month, you're going to have 4 or 5 weeks. Obviously, first week sales, second week sales, third week sales, or fourth week sales, or even month wise you wanted to see this month how many units we sold, or January month how many units we sold, February month how many units we sold. Based on this report, they have taken decision. See, when every month the sales are going down for iPhone, so they thought, that is informed. Informed is nothing but, guys, see, as for this decision, it says that informed and timely decisions. Obviously, informed is nothing but this is the proper data. You need to show the proper data. See, for example, in March, when you're entering a data, instead of 4,000, if you enter 8,000, so obviously this report looks, when you look at your report, instead of 4,000, guys, if you enter 8,000, I'm talking about before Essbase. Before Essbase, user error. This is what I'm talking, user error. In Excel sheet, when you are generating, when you are entering data in Excel sheet, instead of March 4,000, if you enter 8,000, it will be big mistakes. When you send this report to your sales team, obviously they thought, January sold 5,000, February sold 6,000, and March 8,000. Okay, you feel that the sales are good, and you don't need to take any decision because the sales has been keep on increasing. So you don't need to worry about your sales. But this is wrong data. In March, the user in Excel sheet, he entered the wrong data. Instead of 4,000, he has entered 8,000. This kind of errors they wanted to avoid. So that's the reason they have come up this tool called Essbase. This is the reason they have come up this tool called Essbase. So the actual data is 4,000, but the user entered 8,000. I'm talking about 15 years back, guys, when you are using an Excel sheet. So they want accurate data. So obviously it will impact your decision making. Obviously it will impact your company decision making. It will impact your company decision making. If you enter wrong data, so instead of 4,000, if you enter 8,000, obviously it will impact. So you thought, the sales team will think this report, hey, the sales has been increased from January to February and February to March. but March the actual sales is 4,000, but user entered wrong data like 8,000. Obviously, it will impact your analysis and your decision making. So they don't want this kind of errors in their analysis. So that's how they come up this story. So that's what, this is the first line I'm talking about so far. I explained about this first line. Corporate information analysis enables executive managers to make informed and timely decision. Informed is nothing but the data, whatever data you provide to them. So that is accurate data. That is accurate data. That is accurate data. Based on this data, they will take a decision. So obviously when sales are going down, when the sales are going down, obviously they have to come up some thought process. Either they have to come up a new model, they have to come up new model, or they have to add new features, or they have to come up some sales like 10% of sales, or 20%, 30%. That's how they come up to improve. See why they give this sales at 10%, or 20%, 30%. When you buy online, guys, they says that 10% sales or 20%, or market price is 1,000 rupees, we are giving 10% rebate, or 20% or 30%. Obviously, why they are giving all these sales? Because they wanted to increase their sales. And if still the sales it's not working, even if you have given 30, even 50%, you have given, even it is 30,000 rupees your product, and you are giving 15,000, still people are not buying this product. Obviously something wrong with your product. Something wrong with product. That means even you are decreased almost 15,000 rupees, you are giving 50% offer, but still people are not buying, means something wrong with your product. Either your product is that maybe the your competitor product looks better than your product, maybe look and feel wise, or applications wise, or user friendly, all these things. So obviously you have to come up new features for your product to increase your sales. How can you take a decision? Based on your reports. Next, information analysis. I'm talking about next line. Information analysis provides insight to the past, present and future of business. Obviously, whenever you want to generate a report, see what is our current month, guys? It is May. Am I right? This is May. So when you talk about your report, see, so where is May? This is May. See, your information, when you have a data, it will provide. Okay, see here. So my current month is 5,000, guys. So this has data. See my report as right now. See, this is my history. January to April. This is my previous month. That is considered to be your first data. That is history. And May is your current month. And this is your future data. So how they come up these things? In your report, it will contain your history data. Yes. January to April. I wanted to see. See, my current month I'm selling 5,000 units. In current month I'm selling 5,000 units. Current month I sold already 5,000 units. So in January to April I wanted to see my sales report. So in January I sold 5,000, February 6,000, March 4,000, April 2,000, and May it has been increased 5,000. And my next month target is I wanted to increase my sales another 1,000. So obviously it will be 6,000. And again, and next month, July month, I want to increase another 1,000. So based on my current month and my history, I will estimate for my future. That's how the sales team works, guys. The sales team are your CEO, guys, your CEO, whoever it is in your office. See, based on our history current month, they'll estimate for our future. For example, here March is 5,000 units. In May I'm selling 5,000. In June I cannot go for 20,000 at a time. No, it will never work that way, guys. The sales, whatever the estimation they have come up, that is wrong estimation. See, in May month you sold 5,000. In the next month you wanted to increase by 15,000 units. That's impossible. See, every month either it will go for 1,000 or 1,000 or 2,000. That is acceptable, but not 20,000. So obviously, based on your history and current data, they will estimate for your future. So this data they will enter. Obviously they'll come up their estimations and they'll provide us. Please enter this data in your application. Your sales team or your financial team. That show they'll come up their estimations. So whenever you are providing this report, if the data is available for future, yes, it will bring the data as well. So your report will contain your history. That is January to April considered to be your history, and May is your current month, and June to December. This is your future. In your report, you can show your history data as well as your current data or your future data if it is available. If it is available, yes, that's what your second line says. That your second line says that information analysis provides insight to the past, present, and future of your business. Yes, it will show that. And third line, analysis of data from multiple ways. Yes. So we can analyze the data. That's what we have discussed. We can analyze the data multiple ways. We can analyze the data multiple ways. See, account, we can analyze the data even transaction wise. That is nothing but your multi-dimension. Obviously, that's what we have discussed. What is multi-dimension is nothing but one application. That same time, based on your requirement, it provides that information. So, based on your requirement. See, account department, they want only transactions. See, we can analyze the data. In a company, we need to analyze the transactions, guys. How many transactions it's happening per month? Can I reduce few transactions? For example, in transaction, there are a lot of transactions it's happening, miscellaneous expenses. I wanted to cut down some expenses. Because my sales are not so good. Obviously, guys, see, in any company, guys, when you look at any company, your company is getting profits, they will recruit new employees. If your company is, every quarter you are losing money, that means your sales are going down, and every quarter you are getting losses. Obviously, what you do, you will reduce your expenses. You have to reduce your company expenses. Reducing your company expenses is nothing but you have to fire some people, and you have to cut down some expenses. So you have to cut down some expenses. How obviously they do. So where you find all these transactions, where you find in your account department. So you have to go to account department, you will analyze. See, can I reduce some transactions? Look at that. How many transactions it's happening per month? What are the transactions? Where are the expenses? And how can I reduce those expenses? So when I want to see that, obviously I'll go to the account department and I'll figure out. And I want the product. I wanted to increase I'm selling more products. So I wanted more product. I wanted to manufacture more products. So I have to inform the product department. See, guys, the sales demand is 10,000 units per month, but we are manufacturing only 8,000 units. So you have to meet the demands of sales. So that means every month you need to produce 10,000 products. Otherwise, you are selling, every month you are selling only 3,000 products, guys. Every month you are selling 3,000 products, and you are manufacturing 10,000 per month. Obviously, it will impact your company performance. You are selling only 3,000, and every month you are manufacturing 10,000. So you have to cut down. Manufacturing of your units. Where you can find out, you will find out that analysis in your product side, and your sales as well. And your sales, obviously, we have seen the sales report so far, where you can figure out you are selling US and India. Obviously, you can figure out in US how many units you are selling, and in India how many units you are selling based on your sales report. And your profit and loss, obviously you'll find in your financial department. So all this information the Essbase application will provide, and whatever data it provides, it is accurate. There is no errors. That we'll talk about how Essbase provides accurate data, all those stuff. Okay, guys, that's what these three lines talks about. So that is, again, we'll talk about this introduction tomorrow as well. It's already 8:30. So as of now, any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? You can speak up, please. No, yeah, guys, you can speak up. Yeah, do you have any questions, Joseph, Narsimha, or Sirisha? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. Please go ahead. Who is this?
Hello?
Is Narsima, right?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Please speak up. Hello, I can hear you. Please speak up.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Please. Hello, I can hear you, Narsima. Please speak up. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm saying yes.
Sorry, like it was I think my laptop. So in the induction, you told me like, we are getting the database. They have a chances to one is the Oracle, and other one you said uh, the data source.
Hmm.
So in the induction, as in my point, like what you said, like data, you're getting the IBM and Oracle only. Yes.
No. Narsima, do you know how many databases available in the market?
Yeah, I know that. That's a reason a bit confused. SAP, PeopleSoft,
Ah,
EBS,
ah, ah.
and recently it came like SharePoint, Venna.
No. These are not database. SAP is not a database. That is a
Not a
ERP tool.
no.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about databases. See, in the market, we are talking about this tool is multi-dimensional database. So I'm showing you this Oracle is one database tool that is two-dimensional, as well as SQL that is one-dimensional SQL Server that is one database, and IBM DB2 that is one more database. These are three and Access MS Access one more database. These are only four database that is available in the market. And you are talking about SharePoint, Venna, all this they are not part of your database. Okay. So what is your question right now?
No, just a bit confused about the SharePoint. Venna is a database or like newly I'm listening. I'm hearing about is it the database or like getting the data, but some users that they are expecting the data from the SharePoint Venna. So that's the reason I'm asking.
Maybe they are getting that. See, this is a process you need to define. Whenever you want, this is called data process. Maybe that may be SAP, that means Oracle or some XYZ. Share does not. Maybe that they are getting data from those and they provide the files, and maybe those files we need to load in our Essbase. That's how we define a process. That still I did not teach you the data load process. That I'll come back to you. But if maybe your question is, can I load data from those database in your this Hyperion? That's what you are asking me, or
Yes.
yes, yeah, we can do that. Does not matter if it is SAP or if it is in Lotus Notes or if it is Oracle or if it is SQL Server, if it is some XYZ, does not matter. Yes, they have to provide a format where we can load the data into our application. Yes, we can do that. But this
Okay.
Essbase will not connect directly to those databases. It never does that. So they have that is one format they need to provide us the file. Obviously, we'll take that file and we load into our application. Yes. If that is the question,
What
yes.
kind of files do we send to? Like,
That
what kind of
that we need to
the
talk
flat
about. That is
drive?
yeah. That is no. That is we talk about it. That is we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay. That files we talk about tomorrow. I'm talking about today's session. Do you have any questions? Because I did not teach you those topics. How data load works, where data comes from, and how you are going to load the data into your application. Not yet. Not yet. We'll come back to that point tomorrow.
Okay, Siri. I'm sorry to ask. Might be I was going a different way.
Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm talking about my session.
Okay.
Okay, and I look at Srikanth is asking. Okay, other than that, do you have any question, Narsima? Today, whatever I thought, is it clear to you?
Yeah. To be honest with you, actually I joined, but I got another call. I went there just now. 3 minutes before I joined again.
Okay,
So
then.
that's the reason.
Clear.
I was in the section, but I was in front of my laptop. I went to the other room. Just now I came in front of the laptop only.
That's okay. Leave it. Then there is no question from your side. I can figure out. Okay, no problem. Thanks. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Srikanth, relational multidimensional object oriented so many. Yeah, difference between relational and multidimensional analysis. Yes, Srikanth. Yeah. See, the relational database, that's what, in relational database, we talk about two dimensional and multidimensional. In multidimensional, we talk about based on your requirement, we provide. It may be sales, for example, in two dimensional, when you wanted to talk about a report, you can talk about your report either, two ways, either account and product or product and financial analyst or or product and region or region to account. That is two-dimensional. That is two-dimensional. But here, all these four, all four ways, we can consider in a report and we can generate that report. But in SQL, either you can generate report. That's what I showed you in XY axis. See, only two, either year-wise, year and month, or year and product, or year and accounts. That's what we can do it. But in my report, I want everything. That we can do it using only multi-dimensional. This is not possible in two-dimensional. That is a good question. That is a good question. And one more thing, when you want generate report, you need to write queries, and you need to write a lot of stuff, but in multi-dimensional, you need to use an Excel sheet. You should know how to use the Excel sheet. You should know how to use your Excel sheet. You can generate the reports. Yes, that's a good question. Yes. Next, Sirisha. Narsimha, you can go for, mute, please. I can hear you on your side. So you can go to mute, please. Okay, Sirisha, do you have any questions on your side?
Do we need to write any scripts for this?
No, only no SQL queries, nothing. We have calculation scripts. We have calculations that are very less. No, you don't need to write tons of codes. No. Maybe out of 100, you can write 15% of coding. Remaining 85%, this is, user interface. And so obviously you should know how to use this tool. Every feature is customized in your tool. So you don't write any coding, tons of coding, no. No, Sirisha. We have cal scripts, that is minor stuff. Compared to any other language, you don't write coding here, no.
Okay.
Next. Shrikant, do you have any questions? Joseph, do you have any questions on your side? Joseph, do you have any? Shrikant, please speak up. Yeah, you're talking something. Please go ahead.
Yeah, we are going to discuss about these allocations and scripts, business rules, all those things, right?
Obviously, they are part of your syllabus, man. They are part
are we going to practice a few about those writing the scripts, or else
everything?
We will have a just view of it.
See, business rule comes under planning. They are part of your syllabus, Shrikant. Without that, even your Excel script automation, everything, I'll provide you syllabus. Don't worry. They are part of your syllabus, Shrikant. Yes, they are part of even your Excel scripts, your business rules, your calculation scripts. I'll take almost 5 to 6 sessions. 5 to 6 sessions on only, and cal scripts it goes to 4 sessions, and business rules another 3 sessions, and Excel script another 2 sessions. They are part of your syllabus. No need to worry about that part. Yes. And you can talk about, for example, Shrikant, if any topic I missed it, you can remind me, hey, you need to teach me this topic. That I'm fine. Anyway, I'll send you that syllabus. Don't worry. Everything will be covered in syllabus. So no need to worry about that part. Yep. Sirisha, you are saying something. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Do we need to download any software for this?
Yes. Yeah. We need to, obviously, you need to have a software. So you need to download Hyperion software. That will take care of it. All the US guys, what we do, right? We'll install software on your system. We'll install software on your system and we'll teach you how to use it. Okay. So don't worry about it. And you need to have, minimum 6 GB RAM. You need to have 6 GB RAM. That's enough. That's enough. Okay. Any questions other than this, guys? Okay. Joseph says no. Okay. Okay, guys. Again, I'll see you tomorrow. I think, I'm done. I'm done with this class, guys. Okay. We'll continue this session. We'll continue this session. Today, what I taught you so far, right? I'm giving introduction about Hyperion. I'm giving about introduction about Hyperion Essbase. This is the one tool. And what are the features of Essbase? Still, we are not yet discussed. We have discussed about, what is multidimensional analysis before Essbase, how they used to do their analysis, and what are the issues they had, and how they have come up with this tool. This is what we have discussed. Again, I'll come back tomorrow. Again, we'll continue our session about introduction about Hyperion Essbase. Still, I did not show you the tool, guys. So first 2 days only this introduction. Again, I'll come back on third session. If you are interested, you wanted to continue, please confirm it. Please confirm it. You attend one more day tomorrow and you take a decision. If you wanted to continue, you continue. Say yes, I wanted to continue. If you are not, okay, say sir, we are not interested. I'm fine with that. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day and see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.